Welcome to Pro Bull Talk, where it's all talk and no bull. Get ready to slide and ride.
All right, let's go, boys. Hustle. Come on now. Let's go. Woo. Lay down now. Go to him.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pro Bull Talk, brought to you by Bull Teams Only, Dennis Davis Bucking Bulls, and Next Level Construction. If y'all need anything built, Next Level's your guy. If you want in the bull business, Dennis Davis is your man. And BTO brings us here today. And today our guest is the secretary and I believe the president of the board of
Correct.
BTO. She is the one that calls the shots around there, and she, as her husband says, or boyfriend says, that she's a redhead and she gets to call the shots. So, Miss Gina Graham,
Hi.
how are you?
Good.
You've been around a little bit. I've seen you doing a lot of secretarian and stuff. I think most people, and probably a lot of our listeners, probably would recognize you as being a secretary. They see you a lot on social
Correct.
media and stuff, but there's a lot more to you than just secretarial work.
Yes, I guess.
So, how did you get involved in the rodeo business? Because if you may correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you run a few barrels.
Yes. My family has rodeoed. I came from a rodeo family, both sides, mom and dad,
Yep.
my brother. We're a ranching family. We have a lot of cattle. We've got the largest feeder operation in the state of Illinois still to this day.
Oh, in
so
Illinois. I
Yeah.
was fixing to say
Yeah.
in Texas somewhere or something.
No.
I didn't know where you.
my dad's from Texas. My mom's from New Mexico, but they moved up to
and they
Illinois.
decided to go to Illinois.
Yep, his family got recentered up there
I was
for
gonna
a
say,
job.
Did they get lost?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
We were a little bit different in the area,
I
but
got you.
yep, we all grew up rodeoing and, huge. We've always had a huge cattle operation. And
Yeah.
my dad just passed away a few years ago, so my brother took that over. So he's up. It's like 30 miles out of Chicago. We run about 3,000 head
Wow.
of yearlings.
Well,
So-
you are up north. It is
Yeah.
up north there.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah,
Yep.
Chicago. All right.
Yep, so I've
And then-
rodeoed my whole life.
And then how did you get back to Texas?
Actually, I had a rodeo scholarship back when Randy Majors was coaching at Tarleton. He
Okay,
brought me down, and unfortunately, I had a wreck my senior year on one of my horses and broke my pelvic bone in 8 places. So I came on a rodeo scholarship to Tarleton in a wheelchair. So, yeah, it was a little bit of trying times during that.
Sound
But
familiar, Briar?
I was just thinking that.
yeah, not much fun, but
No,
it
ma'am.
is what it is. But I stayed and rodeoed for Tarleton for several years and made my home here.
I got you.
Oh,
And then how in the world did you get into the bull business, the bull side of things?
That would be Kent Cox and Bob Tallman.
I got you.
So I started working for the bull competition side back when Tallman ran it.
Yeah. When he started what was now,
It was
what it'd be
Buckers.
now. Yeah, Buckers Incorporated, which is now basically the ABBI.
ABBI, correct. So yeah, I started dating Kent, and Tallman was needing some help, and I was sitting at events doing nothing. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'll help you. And I grew up, we owned a sale barn at home. So I grew up in the sale barn. So
Yeah.
I started helping, and that was back when we had Harry Vold was running the back cruise. and Harry was
That
blind
had
as
to
a
be
bat, and he
entertaining.
got his glasses crushed at the finals one year. And I had to make him sheets that were like huge where he could read them without his glasses horseback. But yeah, that was back in the day. It was a fun group. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've been in the ABBI business since
Yeah.
the start.
Well, with you dating Kent back then, I mean, Kent was really big into that. And
Yep.
he hauled Bushwhacker for a while for Julio and
Yep.
stuff. So Kent was really probably one of the bigger guys. Kind of, I don't know if I'd call him a founding father, but he
Pretty
was sure
close.
enough one of the big stepping stones
Pretty
through there.
close. Yep,
Yeah.
we were in it from the beginning, and we held 5 world titles, and
Yeah.
we held some titles that nobody else had clinched, the number of them. And yeah,
Yeah.
it was at the height of his career, we were making strides.
Yeah.
We were huge in the industry.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
remember
good.
that. Yeah, and then now you're president of the BTO, and
Yep, I still secretary for ABBI, and
okay.
one of the main contacts for ABBI, and I secretary for PBR. I do a lot of the touring pros, and I've got some open gigs, like bull team events and just some open bull riding still. And then we started up BTO. We jumped in with them gosh, it was 3 years ago, I guess, when they were first getting started. And we kind of saw the light and Chad, everything that Chad Johnson had in his head and his heart and just the kind of guy he is. I said, I think we can make this go, you know, and I'm very selective about the events that I work because I don't have to do this. I have a career, and in my career, I'm well enough set that I don't need extra work. But I've always had my foot in the bull business and the rodeo industry, and want to try to see it go and make better. And so when I see guys like Chad that have put everything on the table and said, let's do something, and he's honest and he's giving and really good guy. And that's another thing about BTO is they give back to the community. So they pick a charity event, every event that we give back to, and we give a certain amount of proceeds to those charities.
Right.
And I love that aspect of it. And I love the fact that BTO is something different in the industry. I mean, we have bull competitions, we have ABBI, we have rider competitions, we have PBR. This is a team competition where it's rider and bull. Something that's never been done before.
Right.
So when I saw that coming, I'm like, I think we can make it work.
Kind of what the bull world needed.
Absolutely. Something different, something new, you know. And as for fans, how do you get better than going and watching 20 qualified rides?
No kidding.
In 2 hours.
No kidding.
I mean, they're hot, they're popping, they're moving. People aren't sitting bored and watching buck off after buck off and dead arena time, and they're popping. So
and it's what I meant by it helped it's something the bull world needed. I was kind of leaning, and you're right on your side there, but I agree totally. But I thought the bull world might need some other way for a stock contractor, a young guy, or even on the bull rider side, somewhere to go to prove their skills.
Yes.
Like a young guy that's got a good set of bulls, but doesn't know Riley, doesn't know how to get them into the PBR, or doesn't know anybody to get them to an event somewhere. They can actually come enter these deals.
Absolutely.
And put a team together and come show out and open eyes for themselves.
Absolutely.
Just like a young bull rider can find a team from somebody. And most time, really, if he'll just show up at the event, somebody's always there needing a rider.
Yes. Yes,
And
the great thing about it is they can be selective about their bulls.
Yeah.
They're not going to an open bull riding with an open draw and they end up drawing something that's going to try to kill them and ready before their time.
Yep.
The contractor, it's in his best interest to match that caliber of rider with the bull because you want them to cover because you want that 8-point bonus if both your riders cover. So you can put these younger guys on a bull that, you know, if this one's too hot, let's try this one for you. Let's see where you go with it.
Or that one goes left and you like them, let's put you on the one that goes right. You like the right better than you do the left.
It gives them a chance rather than just driving their heads in the dirt. And
you don't
that's
learn
the end
much
of their
from getting
career.
your head stuck in the dirt. So it's that's a good spot. BTO is a great spot for young bull riders to learn that learning curve, as long as and as well with some of the young stock contractors. I mean we had Knox in here last month, and Knox he's got a tiger by the tail, and So I mean he's learning a lot. So not only do you get to learn a lot, but you can show off and win a lot of money.
Yes, and everything we do. So Slade Long is our statistician and our IT guy. So he's built the same program that we run the judging system off of.
Yep.
So every bull rider combination that we buck goes into Pro Bull Stats.
Yep.
So if you want to check to see that, you know, hey, this is a new bull I haven't heard of, if he's bucked at BTOs, it's on Pro Bull Stats.
Wow.
The rider combination, rider bull combination that the teams are using right now, all of them that buck at BTO are on Pro Bull Stats.
Wow. Slade does an awesome job.
Slade is amazing.
What a cool guy he is.
Yes.
I had tried to reach out to him to get him to come on the show maybe in the future.
Oh, he would,
I'll get him to slide on here and kind of break everything down because, man, that guy, he's got to go to sleep with just numbers. And
you want to talk
things going through his
stats?
head.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness, that guy. Wow.
Yeah, he can tell you. We'll be sitting at an event, working an event together somewhere, and he'll say probability this guy riding is 52%. And I'm like, okay, turn off. I have to work. Hush.
Yeah, he's a pretty slick cat there.
Yep.
I don't even know how you would start something like that. I mean, that's obviously a question for him, but it just kind of mesmerizes me.
He started with PBR and.
Because, back in the day, like when I was pro rodeo and just get started, they had a little black book, and you could give, I think it was like $25 or $30 back then, and it had a bunch of bulls in it.
Yep.
And like a lot of the PRCA bulls and stuff, and you could buy that book, and you could say you had such and such draw it over here. You could look back and look that bull up, and
I think Jan Owens was part of that. I think she was keeping track of a lot of those.
Man, golly, I can't think of his name. You would know too. Not Brian Richardson. Brian. Oh shoot. He rodeoed back in the day. He was part of the PBR when it first started.
That would be a Slade question. Slade would know. McDonald?
Brian McDonald.
Brian McDonald.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes,
him.
I think he was the one printing them out and selling
Yeah.
them and stuff. And they called him Brian the Greek because he minced words and stuff and did a lot of
funny.
stuff for the. Yeah, he did a lot of stuff for the. Pro
Yeah, now
rodeo
he can
sports
pull it up
league.
on his phone and
Oh yeah, he can pull it up now. Brian the Greek.
he can double check exactly. He doesn't have to look for the black book.
Yeah, now everything's on your phone. Slade's got it all laid
Yep.
right out there.
Yep.
And,
He's done a ton of work, and I mean, it goes even a little bit deeper with some of the formulas we use. So when we started this, Chad wasn't as keen on the traditional 2 judges for the rider side. He wanted to make sure everything's fair across the table.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I've seen this done. We use 4 judges on the rider side, and we throw out the high and low on the riders,
I've heard of that.
specifically on the riders. So Slade rewrote the entire program to be able to do that in the system. Plus, the bull system, we've used this before, 6 judges, we threw out the high and low. That was back old school. I can't remember what year we started running that system. But he already had that in play, but this first time I've seen 4 judges on the rider side.
Yeah.
So
you run a 6-judge system for the bulls, at
yep.
the BTO.
Yep.
6 for the bulls and 4 for the riders.
correct.
Gotcha.
Throw out high and low on both.
High and low on both.
So yeah, that way, I mean, if somebody's looking down and they miss a second of it,
Yeah.
or they're just a little bit off, their view is a little bit skewed, whatever the situation, it's the fairest way that we could see
I
to
don't know
level
how
it
much
out.
fair you could get. I really don't.
That's
But
what
there's
I
always
said.
going to be somebody
Oh
complaining.
yeah, oh yeah.
And the secretary catches all that, don't they?
Well, they're pretty good with me. They, I'm a no. And I don't like drama. I don't like controversy. I don't like BS. And I
Yeah.
think most everybody pretty much knows that. So
Yeah.
the contractors are really good with me. They don't come gripe at me too much, or I just disappear. and I try, if there's legit concerns, yes, I want to hear them because we
Yeah.
want to fix it.
Yeah.
But I don't want griping about griping. Look, you entered a judged event. If you don't want to enter a judged event, run barrels.
There's enter
a
the
clock.
time side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go enter the time defense.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. True. What is one of your biggest complaints you hear? As a secretary.
On BTO, it's the 8-point bonus. And
Really?
it's, yes, I've got guys that either love it or hate it. There's guys that want to see it in play and they come every time, and then there's guys that are like, I can't put $5,000 based on this rider covering this bull. So, well, that's the trick of this game.
Mm-hmm.
We're not about just bringing bulls, and we're not about just going and finding a jockey for them.
Yeah.
We're about you making a team.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see those riders succeed just as much as we want to see the bulls succeed.
Right.
So
Okay.
have some practices at your house. Get these riders coming to your house, find out what they fit with, and say, hey, you're mine.
Yeah.
Make them an offer. Get them coming. I mean,
Yeah.
the money's out there for both sides. The exposure is getting there for both sides. It's a win-win situation. It's no longer about what bull I can bring and just call Joe Blow and get them to get on. It's no longer about that. It's about, hey, I think you can cover my bull. Let's team up.
Right. And also, not just for the contractors that bring them there, it also helps the riders, because I think some of the PBR teams, I'm sure the coaches and stuff, they watch the BTOs for upcoming talent.
Absolutely.
And, with Slade keeping all the stats on the bulls and
Absolutely.
stuff, that pro bull stats, so the PBR and everybody, they kind of know what level of bulls you got, and you got 10 or so more outs on them, and they're all 21.5 to 22. pretty well backed up, and you've got Roy Doyle is over your
Correct.
over your judges, and I think he's one of the big judges in the PBR. You know, or maybe the head judge or lead judge. I don't know what they call it.
Alan Jordan is the head of the judges.
So,
but Roy does a lot. I mean,
Roy does a lot. So you know that the bulls are going to be judged on their scale.
Yes.
You know, they're
well, and for us, for me especially, it's about professionalism. That's the first thing I told Chad when he came and talked to us about getting this deal going, was that you can either be a backyard producer, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, it's a different playing field, your minor leagues. You can be in the minor leagues, or you can step up to the majors.
Yeah.
If you step up to the majors, your entire team has to be a team of professionals. That includes your judges. Your judges are the main part of what's going to make or break if the teams enter.
Yeah.
Because are you going to go enter $5,000 for a bull if you feel like the judging's not fair or not correct?
Absolutely not.
So,
I've been to a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the production has to be professional all the way back from the guy that's unloading the trailers all the way up to judges and me sitting behind the desk and Brent in the arena pushing it. I mean, we all have to be on that same professional level. And when I said that, Chad didn't balk. He was like, bring it, come on with it.
It has to be that way when you're
Yep.
adding the money that they're adding or guaranteeing the money that
Exactly.
BTOs are guaranteeing and paying out.
Exactly.
It's not going to last very long if Chad's best buddy wins every time.
Right.
Or Chad wins every time.
And that's what's so cool about this getup. I mean, the way it is, the guys that are winning, they flip-flop all the time. I mean, it's a different winner each time, which is awesome because, at some of the other stuff I go to, it's always this rider that's always coming in and winning. It's always this bull or this contractor that's always coming in and winning. This deal, it's all over
different.
the place,
Yep.
which I love because we are spreading out that big $50,000 check.
Except for Trey Kimsey, he kind of come in first of the year, and I mean, was just cleaning house.
Okay, so Trey is very smart, and he's got it figured out,
Yeah,
and he knows. I mean,
in.
coming from a rider perspective, same as Dalen, same as John, all of those teams have done really well in this because they know what they like to get on in their practice pens, and they know which riders can get on which bulls, and they're capitalizing on it.
Absolutely.
So that's my hint to these other contractors. Get in your practice pen.
Get the team lined out. Get it dialed in. Spend some time with them.
Yes.
And create a team and come win some money.
Yes, it is. It's out there, and Chad's giving it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy that I didn't start. It's crazy that I didn't get started sooner, but in the BTOs. But I'm sure glad I am now. And looking forward to the big finals. I know there's some big news coming out soon.
Yep.
So
I tried to confirm just a second ago. We're shooting for September 6th in Louisiana.
6th.
But that's not written in stone yet. We're still trying to get the details on the arena down.
Okay.
So we're waiting for confirmation right now. Hopefully we'll get it today. I don't know. As soon as we get it, we will release it.
Yeah, Jamie said she'd get it the next day, and that was last
She's
month.
working on it right now.
I
just talked to her.
How this is going to go. But no,
unfortunately, we don't own all these arenas.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah. And that's something else, too, that, BTO is not just in Grandview, right? They've had it in Fort Worth. They've had it in Longview, Granbury, maybe?
That was a co-sanctioned event.
Was it a co-sanctioned?
Yes,
Okay.
but we are going back to Granbury this year as a BTO in November 15th.
So what are we looking at, like, for next season? I guess November 15th would be the opener?
Yes, and we don't have all the dates set for next season. We are trying to get to coliseums.
Yeah.
Where we keep... So it's crazy because this is a baby venture. This has only been going on for 3 years.
Yeah, 3
really,
years, yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Once we got through all the first year craziness. So very, very young in the growth of the company. But where we want to see it going is to get to the bigger coliseums all over. And right now we're working on a sponsor that's going to lead us up the East Coast. Yeah. So if everything lands good, and I can't speak to it yet because it's not finished, but hopefully we'll be adding some events up the East Coast and even up Northeast Coast. Yeah. So,
and that'll open it up to some other contractors out there that maybe don't want to travel as much.
Well, and we have a lot of rodeo contractors up there that would love to play this game, and there are no events up there for them. Yeah. And you know as well as I do, you don't have to have a world beater on the bull side. You have to have something that is
Consistent.
good, that is consistent, that your rider can cover. That's it. So it kind of gives everybody a shot to play. And I'm hoping once we start going up East Coast, going north, we'll give those guys over there a little chance to come play.
And I think this is where, and this is just my opinion and my 2 cents, but I think BTO has kind of been hampered or tied in to the smaller venues where you couldn't get that crowd in there.
Right.
And I mean, I know Grandview draws a decent crowd, local little crowd. I don't know how big, because I didn't go to the one in Fort Worth. I don't know how big
Fort Worth
a crowd.
was good. I mean, we're in Watt Arena, so it's not one of the huge arenas, but it's still pretty large.
But I would think
it was good.
I would think if you go to a bigger venue, say instead of the Watt Arena, maybe if you went to not Cowtown, but Will Rogers, you know, you think? I mean, I think you could have filled it there too a little bit more. I mean, with the product, what I'm getting at is the product that you have, that BTO is, and what it brings to fans is on the even keel, you know, not much different than the PBR.
Right. But PBR has a name. They've been, I mean, how many years has PBR been going?
30. True.
So
20,
No, it's
31 years, 32 years.
yeah, so they've had a long history of building that show. We're the 3rd year in, and our numbers are growing exponentially for what you would see in this kind of business.
But
hopefully we want to get to that level.
Yeah. But
we're just not there yet.
What I was getting at is I think y'all need to go to the bigger venues.
Yes.
Try some of the bigger venues. Do a little more, do some advertising on that level to get more fans in the stands. Because Grandview is great, and it's his home ranch. It's a great place. I like it. It's a very nice place. But I think it puts a cap on how many people you can have.
It
there.
does. We were almost sold out this pat. Well, we were sold out. The bleachers were full. All of the VIP seating was full.
Yeah.
So we're to the point where if we're going to continue to have any
It's
there,
gotta grow.
we're going to add. We got to add
tear
seating.
the roof off and let's go to a bigger venue.
Yeah. But we were out of Grandview all January, actually December, because we started Watt Arena in December.
Yeah.
So December, January, February, March, April. We didn't come back to Grandview until May.
Yeah.
So we had, and we were scheduled to be in Graham for the June event.
Yeah.
And the city had a concert going on at the park at the same time. And both parties were scared it was not going to be in our best interest to have it there.
Yeah.
So we moved it to Grandview. But the goal is we only want to have one in Grandview, and the rest are going to be Coliseums. Belton did awesome.
Yeah, I bet Belton did good too.
Yeah, they had a really good crowd. I don't know that it wasn't sold out. I'm not sure how many tickets we sold there, but one of the largest events we've had.
I promise you, you go to that East Coast, you better get
That's what I said.
You better get a big building because
Yep.
Texas, at any time, Texas and Oklahoma, at any time during the week or month, anytime during the week, you can drive within 50 or 60 miles and probably hit 3 different rodeos.
Absolutely.
And on the East Coast,
they're few and far between.
Yeah, few and far between, and it is still like you handing cotton candy to a kid. They're still just gobbling it up and ready for it.
Yep.
And you will feel this BTO will blow up.
That's where we want to head with it, and then of course just getting the word out there. You know, like I said, everybody knows what PBR means. Not many know what BTO is yet. Yeah. So that's up and coming, and it's part of our marketing team, and you know a lot of it lies on Jamie Johnson's shoulders. Mm-hmm. She's got a lot on her plate and a lot to do, it's getting the word out there through things like this podcast and some other advertising and marketing that we got to let people know what BTO means, bull teams only. It's a bull riding. Yep. And it's a dang good bull riding because you're going to see more covered rides than anywhere else in the industry.
Yeah. You know, and A.G. Myers had an idea. You know, he was the head of Lazy for a while. And him and the PBR kind of had a disagreement, or they butted heads over it. AG, you know, because they had all the bull nanzas, and AG, he wanted to bring in. He didn't want to bring in. He still wanted the good bulls, but he didn't want them eliminators. He wanted to bring in towards the end. He wanted to start bringing in some of these, I guess, bull teams only type bulls. You know, the 21, the 22. And I hate rider friendly, but just the good rider bulls, you know.
Something that they can get a score on.
Yes,
Yeah.
make it more of a show for the crowd. And of course, the PBR was like, no, we still want the best of the best, and that's it. That's that.
Yep.
And I think that's kind of one reason they kind of parted ways a little bit. But, you know, I've seen both of their points, the PBR and AG's point. Yes, the PBR is probably the premier bull riding league out there. Are you going to see that many rides as you will at the BTO? Probably not.
Not during the UTB season for sure. Now, teams is a little different because teams, their coaches get to match riders with bulls. So same kind of concept that we're working on,
so
but a little bit
out
different.
10 riders at BTO, how many you think cover?
Oh, 5, 6.
Okay. I watched the teams this weekend.
Yep.
And you see 3 rides out of 10.
Yep.
So I still think BTO's got it.
Yeah, it depends. Now
Now there was some of them that ride, you know, that 3 on this team, 3 on that team, 6. You know, you see 6, but you know, I think on average BTO might have them.
Yeah, you'll see some shutouts here and there. So I don't want to be impartial to teams because I hate to. All the coaches are my friends, and I've known all of them for years. But you know, Rattlers, they're my team.
Go Rattlers, huh?
Yes, and I actually worked the Rattler scrimmage in Odessa.
Just
several weeks ago. Yeah, and they had. I think they might have rode everything. I can't remember the exact stats, but they had an outstanding night. And I'm watching their team come on, and I'm like, oh, Cody, you got them. So, you know, it just depends. I mean, it depends on what pens of bulls they're given to choose from, and then depends on their health.
Could you share some light on how that works, really? How
what
the
works?
Drawing? Like,
On the
I know there's
teams, on PBR?
The PBR team.
So Riley Gagnon sets your pens of bulls, and he tries to set each pen as close as he can. So if he sets a pen of 5, he goes through all the videos and the stats, tries to make sure those are very comparable bulls. Yeah. And then the coaches get assigned their pens, and they get to choose.
How is that assigned?
That I don't know. Has to do with, I think, don't take my word for this for sure, but I think it has to do with how many points they've got coming in. You know, like
what set of bulls they get?
The pens, like who gets to choose first.
Oh, so they get to pick their pens.
I'm not positive.
Wow.
That needs to be a PBR question.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm asking. I'm going, wow. I wouldn't have thought you get to pick your pen.
They, like at Odessa, they didn't because it's a scrimmage. So, and I can't remember whose all bulls we used. We used Sanford's. And I think Cooper and Scruggs.
Yeah, I saw Cooper took some.
Was that it? I was thinking there was one more contractor there, and those bulls were
probably.
No, we didn't have any there this time. I don't think. Anyway, those bulls are set as close to an even pen as they can, and then they had several teams there this year, and I'm not sure how they determined which pen each coach got to choose from. Yeah. But it's detailed in their rule book. Yeah. So, and I'm not sure. I think they have the rule book posted on the PBR site where you can look and see.
Check it out.
But or you can contact one of the coaches.
I didn't know. I knew Riley went in there and he set the pens as even as they could. You know, you got the showstopper, you got the rank bull, and then you've got kind of
like at the finals last year,
and then you got 3 pretty good spinners.
Yeah, he did. At the finals last year, he did a phenomenal job. I mean, if you watch those pens of bulls in Vegas last year in October, Riley had them so even that there were a lot of rides, and it was getting tough because it was getting down to this team's got 2 covered, this team's got 2 covered. Your walk-off guy, your last guy, that's going to determine it. I mean, they were putting on a heck of a show with that.
It was good.
Yeah. So that's all Riley and the help of his crew that's kind of determining. Slade is a big part of that because he goes through those full stats.
And the numbers and
But I'm not sure on the rule book what the rule book says about which team gets to choose which, but I think it had to do with if they got the most points coming in, they get first pick. Huh. Not positive.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's why I was asking.
That's a Cindy question. Secretary from PBR side, she knows.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure she does. Yeah, I just inquiring minds wanted to know. Me and Briar had talked about it several times as to how which pins got to go to which team and
Yeah.
such and such. I mean, we knew they set them they're pretty even, right? So
Yes.
it really shouldn't matter.
Yes.
But, there might be 3 lefts and 2 rights in that pin, and then might be 3 and
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
opposites. So, and if you riders don't line up right, I didn't know if they drew to them or if they got to pick them or I didn't know how it went.
They pick them. I'm just not sure how that goes. But like JB, that was one of the statements he made this year. And JB's got a really young team, so
Very young,
he's
yeah.
got a lot of work to do on grooming those guys and training and teaching.
He's
and
been doing a lot of work at Bucktown lately.
He's done a really good job. Yep. And that's one thing that he stresses, that, hey, I got to have guys that can go both ways. I mean, I get a lot of riders that say, I only want lefts. I only want rights. I'm like, well, we don't have that. You got to be able to take what we got left on the table.
You need that switch hitter that can ride left or right.
Yes, and that's one thing that he was stressing, is that he needs guys that can use both, go both.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's something that the development side is working on. And, it's something that BTO can help with that kind of aspect, because these guys can get in the practice pen and the contractor can say, hey, look, I need you on a right this time. And, they can get in the practice pen and they can go through it and go through it and go through it. And when that rider is comfortable and he says, I got it, well, guess what? He can now cover a right bull.
Yeah.
So,
well, Joel tried it. JRV, he tried it. He still can't ride him away from his hand, doggone it.
He's still one of my favorites, though.
Or he would have had a couple gold buckles already.
Yeah.
And the Rattlers traded him. Your favorite team traded him.
I know, but
went to the Freedom.
They know better than I do, so.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
You're the secretary.
I don't know. Cody Lambert's pretty good at putting a team together.
Cody Lambert is really good.
Very good.
And he's
Yes,
very
he is.
good at matching his riders with his bulls.
Yeah.
That's where he excels. That's what he's done his whole career.
He's got the most simple approach about it. Just make the whistle.
Yeah. Pretty easy when you look at it like that,
easy.
huh?
Just make it. I mean, I like the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Just make the daggum whistle.
Agreed. Yeah. You got to work on mental training with some of them.
Yep. So if there's anything that you could change with the BTO for the better, or that you could do that, not necessarily change, but what would make it better in your mind?
Getting the word out. That is the hardest thing, is how do we let everybody know that, hey, you're not going to waste your money buying a ticket for this event. You're not going to waste your money sponsoring this event. It's legit. The owner is legit. The board and all of our crew are legit. This is real. And it's good. It's entertaining. It's a family show. Spend the money.
Yeah.
And, I'm constantly on the riders and the contractors about professionalism on this. Yeah. Because I don't want them to treat these events, and it's hard at Grandview because they have a lot of practices there and it's real relaxed, and they come in wanting to wear their T-shirts and their short sleeves and, just run it as a practice. And I'm constantly on those guys about being professional, that, hey, you have an audience. And even if there's only 5 people in these stands, you have an audience online. Yeah. We're online.
That's what I was going to say. When you said trying to get the word out, I mean, like, it shouldn't be that hard to get the word out. I mean, it's horribly hard.
Yes.
I know. But, in a world of all the social media and the internet, and everybody's got a camera out now and everything's gone digital, I guess, it shouldn't be that hard to get to everybody, but I guess it's blown up so much. Because I remember back in the days paying $750 a month for a full-page ad in Humps and Horns magazine, and you'd better call way ahead to get her done, but now you just get on the internet, you can throw it on Facebook or Instagram, Snap, all that, and get it out there. And
the problem is the word spreads within our industry,
but it doesn't get outside that algorithm.
Exactly. How do you get it outside of that? And we have fans come in, we have bull riding fans come in to watch, but how do you get it out past them?
Yeah.
To get people that don't know what bull riding is, that have never seen the sport, have maybe heard of it, they don't know much about it. But it's those people that you want to start reaching to bring in.
Maybe the best way to do something like that when you go to them bigger venues and coliseums is there's still radio stations.
Yep.
I don't know how many people listen to radio stations anymore.
That's been our discussion.
But it may just be
yes.
Pandora or
Yes.
Spotify or somebody, you know, or Apple Music or whatever,
Yep.
you know, that you're listening to, but, you know, or listening to your playlist. But if they ever flip over to the radio station, you might be able to catch them.
Which Jamie's a big proponent on radio. She does hit the radio spots on every town that we're going to. So that's there. It's just the fact of growing it where people see BTO and they say, "Oh, let's go get a ticket for that tonight. Let's go watch this." And, you know, and then of course bring in the sponsors in, which she's working her tail off. She's got a lot of really big irons in the fire right now. So
she's a very busy lady.
oh, she is. And, yep, and she's very good. So with what she's got going on, with the track that she's on right now, hopefully we're going to add some more that are outside the industry.
Yeah.
That have a different view. Bring in some fresh eyes and some new people, new business, you know, and I mean, not just that, but we also have to get the word out for the bull riders. You don't have to be raised in a bull riding family to ride.
Nope.
I mean, look at Brent, 16 years old, his parents, they are not on the Western side at all. I mean, they did not grow up ranch, rodeo, any of it. He's a city boy. And look what he did with his career. So, you know, that's again, a development area that as an industry, we all need to tackle. It's not just on the PBR side. It's not just on the BTO side. It's as an industry whole. Everybody needs to be reaching out to more kids that are saying, you know, hey, if you want to ride bulls, we can help you.
Yeah.
But don't do it wrong.
Yeah. All these BTO contractors, they got other bulls at home.
Yes.
You can get a hold of one of these contractors and go to their house, get on practice bulls, go to somebody, and if they don't know, if they're just a stock contractor and don't know how to ride bulls or teach how to ride bulls, somebody else there will. There'll be a bull.
Like Cody Custer, he is the best one to go to for stuff like this because he's going to take a kid that he knows is not capable of getting on this level of bull yet, and he's going to protect that kid, and he's going to get that kid starting here.
Half a brain in the industry knows that. I promise you.
Yep.
And you could go to him. You could go to David Berry. You could go, you know, the Frost, Joe Frost, Josh Frost.
Yes. See, those are the guys we need to be getting
that deal,
out there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a lot. Just go to a professional. Somebody, go to your hero. Give your hero a call. Well,
a lot of these guys aren't even going to know their heroes, though. We're looking for city boys that, you know, they don't know bull riding.
Go to a stock contractor, go to somewhere, do some research. It's all over the internet. You want a good school, they're all over everywhere, I promise you.
And there's a shot for everybody to start, even if you didn't grow up in the country, you didn't grow up on horses.
Dave Samsel didn't start riding until he was in his 20s.
Perfect example.
Late 20s.
And he worked his tail off because nothing was natural for him. And he worked and he worked and he worked.
I think it was 26.
Yeah, like of all of my guys and all, like I've been in the industry for, I don't know, 25 years, 25 plus years, however long it's been.
Yeah.
Samsel is one of the main guys in my head that when you say he started from nowhere in this industry and he got somewhere because of the try, that's him right there.
Absolutely.
He busted his rear until he made something of himself.
Super Dave went to 2 or 3, 4, Don't get mad at me, Super Dave, if I get it wrong. But you went to several PBR finals and multiple NFRs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wow. You know, it's never too late until it's too late.
Yeah. He needs to be one of those guys that we bring up to help some of those kids because he knows what it takes to go from no talent and no experience to what he made himself.
Yeah, he sure did.
And as for putting the work in, nobody can ever take that from him.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yep.
I'm going to put him in the top of my brain.
Dave, there you go. You're welcome, by the way.
Dave, we're calling. Yep, very good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that might be another thing, too. Maybe, you know, for BTO side, maybe in the future, we need to look at some clinics.
Yeah. Yep. I was just going to say clinics.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be...
We can have several contractors bring some of the lower level bulls.
And beginner type stuff.
Absolutely. That's a great idea.
You know, and don't even have to be no money involved. I'll just bring some bulls down there, some beginner type bulls or whatever.
Well, if we've got an arena for that night, why don't we hold a clinic that morning, bring in an extra set of bulls and
there you go.
Have a clinic.
For sure. I mean, that helps grow the sport.
You're already, you're already got things going here.
Well, we try.
Yeah, telling you. But I mean, that's what it's all about, is just talking to people and talking to each other and brainstorming. You know, we have a lot of, on the board, we haven't had a lot, but we have a few Zoom calls where we kind of get everybody together and just do some brainstorming, some fresh ideas, and kind of bounce off each other like that until we get something that says, hey, that might be something we need to work on.
Well, if you're not doing that, I mean, Dennis Davis, we had him in here a couple times before, and, you know, he always says, if you're not growing, you're falling behind.
And Dennis is good. Yes.
And Dennis is the man. Yeah, if you're not trying to evolve and move forward, you're falling behind already. Because somebody else is.
Yeah, and that was like Chad's idea with the 8-point bonus. You know, that was his baby and something that he holds very close. He's not going to let that go.
I don't want him to let that go.
He won't.
That, you know, it evens the playing field, and it keeps guys from bringing in. Because I mean, I've had a 22.5 or 23 pointer that would show really good for 3 seconds, and nobody. You could find them pretty, and you come down there and overpower them or whatever. And that's not what BTO is about.
No.
And now, hey, if you've got a 23 or 24 pointer, and you got a bull rider that can ride him, by all means, bring him. Bring him.
Right.
Let's see the show.
Right.
Bring it. But it's better to fit better. It fits a little better when you bring them back to the 21.5 to 22 and
it's you know. It's brand new in the industry. It's on the breaking edge of something different, something new. And so a lot of your guys are nervous about it. They're like, you know, putting $5,000 on the line for that is kind of, I can't breathe situation. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've had to get sponsors and partners and stuff to jump in and just so I could get a team down there. But I'm hooked now. So.
But see, when you look at that's kind of where the industry is going. I mean, that's PBR teams. The coaches are picking for their riders. Yeah. BTO, the contractors picking the bulls with the riders. I mean, it's kind of going that direction. So we don't kill off all the riders.
True.
For two, it builds their confidence. It gives these guys a shot at moving up.
Yep.
And it puts on a show. I would rather go watch 10 bull ridings rather than 10 buck-offs.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, now do I want to see them on dinks? Well, no, I still want to see good bulls, but the scoring takes care of that.
Well, sure. And I don't want to go see 15 people ride 15, 20 pointers. I want to see something.
Yes.
You know, I want to have the bulls to have a shot to actually buck the guys off. And let's face it, I mean, bull riding's dangerous, and most of your fans show up to see the wrecks anyway. They show up to see the wrecks or the great rides.
The great rides, yeah.
I mean, but if you went to a NASCAR race and you sat there and you watch that NASCAR race and they go 500 miles around that track and there ain't a caution won, there ain't a wreck, there ain't nothing, you're going to feel like,
yeah.
Okay. But now you see them cars crashing at 180 to 200 miles an hour, and it gets your blood going. You're like,
I'm the exact opposite.
Dang, that was close.
No.
I hope they're all right. But wow, did you see that? Holy buckets.
Yeah. No.
You know, that's what it's about. Or you go to a boxing match, and everybody just stands around there and boxes, and nobody gets knocked out or knocked down or a bloody nose. That's not a very good fight.
Yeah.
Well, bull riding's the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
With some of those events we've had where those guys they're marking 89, 90. I mean, the roof is getting blown off the facilities that we're in, because I mean, they see those rides and it's one after the other. It's an 88, it's an 88 point, it's a 89, it's an 89 point.
91 or 92.
Oh my gosh.
Their head's stuck in the dirt or gets blowed way out the back or something.
Yeah.
You know, something exciting. Either it's going to happen or it's going to be
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it's those are fun when we have that many rides at that level of scoring and the crowd is just
absolutely
off the charts.
Yes.
I mean, it's hard for us on comms because we can't hear each other.
Right.
Well, I'm screaming at the crew and they can't hear me.
Yeah, I've been to a ton of bull ridings over in my lifetime, and I can tell you, it's exciting. I'm on the edge of my seat watching it every time. Every one of them I've been to, and I've watched several on Equus and YouTube, and always looking at I'm a little more in depth than most people because I'm like, oh, who's flanking this? Whose bull is this? Who's flanking that? Who's pulling the trigger
You're
on
getting
this
the details.
one? Who'd they get the rider? You know,
Yeah.
I'm all into it, you know. And but I'm telling you, there's some great bull rides and even great bulls and riders there. So
Yeah.
Gina, I think BTO is here to stay.
I hope so. I really hope so. It's a very good group of people, and not just good as in good in the industry, but good-hearted.
Yep.
And that's what makes the difference. You know, like we're trying to even go back to hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we're trying to provide hospitality rooms and catering and food
That
and
goes
drinks.
a long ways.
It goes a huge long ways.
Because I promise you, if I show up and I give you my $5,000
Yes.
and y'all tell me to go sit in the pickup and it's 80 degrees and I've had to have the bulls there at 3 o'clock and I got nowhere to go, or I've got to drive 5 miles up the road or 10 miles to get a soda
cool
pop or a
off
cold
and-
beer
yep.
or cool off or something, you know, it's that goes a long way. It's not asked for and it's not needed, but it's very well appreciated.
Yes. So again, this is like Jamie's brilliance. She's like soccer mom, so she puts together all these goodie bags for the riders.
Mm-hmm.
So when the riders come in, they actually get a goodie bag of swag. They get caps, they
Mm-hmm.
get T-shirts. She wants to put snack packs in, so they get little snack packs. They get some koozies. I mean, this Jamie's our soccer mom. She takes care of the guys.
That might be what's wrong with the bull riders these days. They're getting coddled too damn much.
Yeah. She loves them, and they grin from ear to ear, and they'll come in and they'll start going through the bags because all the bags are different. So they'll start looking through there trying to get the stuff that they want. Some have cups, some have caps, some have shirts.
Briar, when you enter, when you get hit up, you go check your bag, get us something cool. Would you?
Yeah. And you know, like this
try
last event, it was going to be hot, so we brought those porta-cools in there into the alley and set up some tables and made sure everybody was fed, made sure we had coolers of drinks.
Air-conditioned restrooms too.
Yes. I mean, once we move into the big facilities, you know.
That won't be the issue, but you know, in Texas heat and nobody.
For sure, but I
There's
mean
no
that's where their
explanation
brains are
needed there.
at. You know, the whole team has brains around and behind taking care of the family. I mean, this is a family. We want camaraderie. We want all y'all to go sit down at those tables and eat pre-show and enjoy some time together and get to see each other, because sometimes it's once a month you get to see each other. Sometimes it's been several months, and it's nice to have somewhere to go catch up with everybody before the craziness begins. And then, you know, a little entertainment after, because we always have bands and have something happening after the event. So
Always good concerts.
yeah.
So if somebody wanted to come into the BTO and wanted to be a part of it, they didn't necessarily, either they didn't have a team, they don't have bulls, don't know nothing about it, but they want to be a part of it, and maybe not even have a team or sponsor a team, how would they come in to be a part of BTO?
So there's all levels that they've set up, this is another really cool thing. Go to bullteamsonly.com or Bull Teams Only on Facebook or Instagram, shoot a message. They have all the VIP experiences. So that's one way they can get in. They just want to come watch and see, but they want to get close to some of the riders, close to some of the bulls. Grab the VIP experience, because that gives you access to come in the back ends with us and meet some of us and meet some of the crew and all the guys. Other than that, let's say they're kind of interested in playing. They want to be a team. Well, we have several contractors that will help them and say, I have an extra team. Let's put y'all's name on it. And at that point, guess who gets to walk in the arena and take a picture with the big $50,000 check at the end if they win it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so somebody sitting in their city office that has nothing to do with country but says, oh, that looks cool. Come on, message us, and we can work out any kind of program or plan depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, Chad's got quite a few team sponsors like that just want to come in and be a part, and they don't want nothing to do with the bulls, so he takes care of that end, but they're there as a player. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and
Yeah.
sounds like BTO's got them covered.
It's like owning a racehorse. So go back to the racehorse industry, all your big syndicates. You know, and this is something that's been tried throughout the years numerous times on buck and bull competitions. You know, you've got a high dollar calf So everybody wants to be a part. It's the same thing as owning that high dollar racehorse. You offer them a syndicate program where you bring these guys in, they pay a certain chip of it, and they are all of a sudden part owner on this high dollar bull racehorse bull team, whatever you want to do.
Race car.
Yeah, and them coming in like that is going to give them perks to behind the scenes. Let's say they come in with you. You're not going to turn them down if they want to come to your house and see the bulls,
Come on.
meet your riders, be a part of it, go through some practices. All of a sudden, this person that is in their city office and city apartment, they get to come out and be part of this. I mean, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Message bull teams only.
Yeah. Yeah, and get to see it on TV too. You don't just have to come in person.
Absolutely.
You can watch it on Equus or YouTube, I think.
YouTube, and I'm not sure what platforms we're gonna be on next year, but that's another area that's growing.
Okay.
So we're gonna start expanding where we are. We're gonna start a YouTube channel, so we'll have our own channel. So you'll be able to look at us on that.
Cowboy channel, where are they at?
Yep.
Cowboy channel, come on. Like, really?
Yep. We
You
got
know?
some things in the
I
works.
Even PBR's Ride Pass, you know.
Oh, yeah.
They would slide, BTO could slide in there and,
Yeah.
as long as PBR would share the stage. I don't know.
On that deal, my vision for the future on this is I hope we can all be one
all live
in
together
the
in the same-
industry.
yeah, absolutely.
Because we're not competing against PBR. We're not competing against ABBI. But I would like to join it.
If anything, BTO's a farm system to the PBR.
Yes. And BTO gives your lower level bulls a market.
Yep.
So prior to this, you have a 21 pointer. What are you going to do with them? He can't, he's not good enough maybe to run down PBR level. He's not good enough to go in a bull
21 pointer
competition.
Be a good long rounder, but that bull's not going to go to the finals.
Right.
He's not going to go to the PBR finals. Not going to go to the NFR.
So what did most people do with them? They can them. They go to the sale barn. They go away. Now you can actually win some money on a 21 pointer if
Or
you
a
got your
20
team
pointer,
set and you got your rider set or a 20 pointer, and you can walk home with part of that. I mean, we pay out over $100,000 every event.
Yeah.
So they can walk away with part of that money. So it opens up that market and gives those bulls a level, which gives more people a chance to play.
Gives them bulls a purpose.
Which, yes, helps PBR, helps ABBI. The more people that we have in the industry,
The better.
the bigger the industry gets. Yeah. So I'm hoping at some point we can start doing some more combinations between.
Work together, coincide.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, there is no reason why BTO shouldn't be a farm system to the PBR. And I'm not saying farm as in like trying to belittle BTO, but
Right.
PBR is a monster.
Yep.
Right? They're the pinnacle of the sport, pretty much.
Yes.
So
They're your major leagues. I mean, that's...
Yankees has got a farm system. You got to go through the AA and the AAA and all that to get up there to start. So
Absolutely.
I mean, and it seems to help out the whole sport. Everything.
Yes, anything that grows the bull industry as a whole should be a plus.
Absolutely. And I think BTO's getting that done.
I hope so.
Yeah. And I hope us, Pro Bull Talk, with the sponsors BTO, Dennis Davis, and we got DesignTunnel, this beautiful studio we're in, the DesignTunnel studio. It's where we film all of our shows. What a great team they are. We wouldn't be where we are without them guys. And Next Level Construction. So y'all guys go give them a like, a listen, and a follow. And I'm going to make it short and sweet. Until next time, we'll see you then.